The city is quiet in the early morning, and only one brave soul dares to keep watch over the neighborhood. Only one brave soul leaps out of bed, snaps on his cape, and peers out the window for any villains who dare to cross his path. That brave soul is me, J-Man!
I'm going to put my thoughts and feelings into this secret notebook so everyone can get to know the real me. My mom and dad told me that I am on the autism spectrum. I was worried at first, but then they said that it doesn't mean I'm sick or anything like that. My brain is special, and I just look at things in a different way. I've got green eyes, blonde hair, 2 arms, 2 legs, and I am an Aspie, someone with Asperger's syndrome. That's why it makes it hard for me to understand what's going on sometimes, and I don't know how to talk or play with other kids very well. But I am really good at being by myself, like a superhero who watches over his city.
I'm the captain of crime fighting, a perpetrator's worst nightmare. I'm 10 years old, prefer to eat hot dogs over hamburgers, and I'm never without a cape. Mr. Reginald T. Hedgehog is my trustworthy companion and fellow member of the mighty league of crime-fighting heroes. Mr. Reg can sniff the stink of crime from miles away. Picking up a scent, Mr. Reg?
Capes are a wardrobe must. They make me feel strong, and they protect me from too much chaos in the world. Mr. Reg keeps me safe too. I like that he's a hedgehog, because that's what I think I am. You know, prickly on the outside, but warm and tender on the inside. I want to make friends, but I'm afraid of getting hurt. But I am trying hard to overcome my fears.
We're an unstoppable force. We're the Blizzard of Blur. We're the quiet storm of stealth. We're the world's greatest superheroes. We're hungry.
J-Man, it's time for school.
Come on, Mr. Reg. Duty calls. I hope you made 2 waffles and not 4 waffles. You know 4 is my unlucky number.
2 waffles with butter in every nook and cranny, Jonathan.
I am super sensitive to taste, so I only eat certain foods, and it must be prepared the same way every time. I must take the same number of bites, too. I love toaster waffles, but the butter has to be melted and cover it completely, or I can't eat it. I guess that's part of being an Aspie. Mom goes along with it because she knows it makes me feel better.
What are you doing in school today, J-Man?
All the normal stuff. I have math and English. I keep watch over the playground, and we're learning about amphibians in science, like frogs. You know frogs are carnivores, and the largest living frog species is the Goliath frog, which can weigh 8 pounds. And all frogs lay their eggs in water. And frogs only have a tail when they're larvae, but then it goes away. And their legs and feet are different depending on where they live. And...
Oops, it's getting late.
I'll tell you about the frogs later then.
Can't wait. Now get your bag and let's get you to school.
If I am interested in a subject, I spend lots and lots and lots of time learning everything I can about it. My brain can hold a ton of facts, and I can remember them all word for word. I'll go on and on, telling every fact, but I won't look anyone in the eyes. I don't really know if they are interested or if they want to talk too. I don't know what comes over me. I guess I am just so excited to share what I know. And whoa, don't interrupt me, because I just have to start over from the beginning. My friends have learned to slow me down by getting me to look at their faces, having me take a breath, and giving them a chance to say something before I continue. This is called two-way conversation, and I am getting better at it.
Mr. Reg's nose wiggles with curiosity at the sights and smells of the playground. As we run to get into line before the bell, I see a group of girls in my class giggling, and some of the boys trying to push each other out of line. Wanting to blend in, I decide to let these minor misdeeds slide.
I like order. It upsets me when others don't follow the rules, but I've learned that there are times when you don't have to worry about it. The boys pushing each other are called pranks, and there is no danger, so I am able to stay calm.
Hi, Mrs. G.
Jonathan, Aren't you forgetting something?
Oops. Sorry, Mrs. G. Capes aren't official dress code, so I just swapped my red cape for my invisible one. Now I can take evildoers by surprise.
Come on inside, Jonathan.
I have to wear a cape. I feel naked without it. But when I started school way back in kindergarten, my mom told me that I wouldn't be allowed to wear a cape to school. Oh, believe me, I was so nervous, I started pacing back and forth. But together, we figured it out. Every morning, I wear my cape in the car. When she drops me off at school, I take off my cape, leave it in my seat, put on a pretend cape, and run off to school. When she picks me up, she promises that the cape will be right where I left it. Works like a charm.
I hear the painful sound of the tick, tick, tick on the clock, so loud it distracts me from my reading. I can feel the steady beat ticking closer and closer and closer. Quick! Must put down my book to protect my super-sensitive ears. Just in time because the bell bursts out a deafening ring, and the class cheers. It's time for recess.
I've got hyper-hearing. You can't believe how noisy a classroom can be, even when everyone is quiet. The drip, drip, drip of the faucet, the tick of a clock, pencils on papers, tapping or snapping of fingers, I can hear it all. And don't get me started on the bell. Does it have to be that loud? It's all very tiring because I have to work so hard to pay attention to my teacher. I am able to do it because I know I'll have time by myself when I get home to do some routines that'll help me relax.
While enjoying some rather tasty and refreshing crackers and apple juice, I notice something strange happening over by the picnic tables, and I go prickly with goosebumps at the sight. Looks like Dr. E. Touch is at it again, Mr. Reg.
There's a bully in our school who has picked on me before. He just doesn't like me. He figured out that I don't like to be touched, so he runs up, touches me, and runs away real fast. He does things to other kids he thinks aren't cool, too. I talked to my teacher, and she called my mom. They said that I didn't do anything wrong to deserve being bullied, and I did the right thing by talking to an adult I trusted about it. They helped me share my feelings with the bully, who apologized and promised he wouldn't be mean to me anymore.
Dr. E, for evil, Touch, is one of my longtime foes, a bully I've been trying to thwart since the 3rd grade. He has proven to be a strong opponent, but I never surrender. Do you see that, Mr. Reg? He's running up to the new kid and poking him in the arm, and then running away to his friends before the new kid can do anything about it. And now his friends are laughing. This isn't right. We must stop him.
Now I see another bully picking on the new boy in school, and I'm not going to stand for it. My parents told me it's okay to help if I see another kid being bullied, but to make sure that I am not putting us in any more danger.
Hold it right there! What do you want? I want you to leave the new kid alone. And how are you gonna stop me, With your pet rat?
Uh-oh. I stood up to the bully, but it seems to be getting worse. My parents also said to use my words, no fighting, and if the bully doesn't stop, to go get a responsible adult. I almost forgot about that.
Dr. E lunges for Mr. Reg, but we swiftly dodge his grasp. I'm a trained karate master, purple belt with excellence in swiftness and stealth. Now leave the new kid alone. I'll do whatever I want. Dr. E thrusts his hands out and moves to push me onto the ground. I'm not afraid of you. You better watch out, J-Man. You can't stop him.
I started karate a few years ago, and it's helped me feel so much better about myself. I like the routines, called katas, and how strong I feel. Karate teaches self-discipline, and I really need it right now. I don't want to hurt the bully, even though he deserves it. I just want him to stop being mean to me and the other kids.
Evan?
Mrs. G!
Now, Evan, what do you think you're doing?
Aw, Mrs. G, we were just playing.
Evan, come inside with me.
Yes, Mrs. G.
No more mean teasing. No more taunting. It's not always easy, but everyone needs to take a stand. I'm going to talk to my teacher some more about this to see if she can teach the class the best ways to deal with bullying. And maybe Mom and I can role play at home so I can get even better at handling difficult situations.
Dr. E-Touch pays the price for his terrible taunting and has to clean the chalkboards and empty the trash during recess for the next few days. My name is Peter. Oh, I don't remember names, but I will remember your face. Do you like peanut butter and jelly? Yeah, you can have some of mine. Hey, did you like science class today? Well, I did love reading about snakes. Snakes have plates and scales over their bodies like armor, so they can go over any surface you can imagine.
Even though I'm happy being alone, I do like to make friends. I do better when it's just one friend at a time, instead of a huge crowd. It's kind of funny. Even though my brain can memorize lots of facts, I don't remember people's names. But I do remember the way a face looks, or how someone walks, even smells. I hope my friends understand and know that I still think they are great.
And they shed their skin. And you can tell they're going to shed their skin when their eyes get cloudy. Cool. Yeah, and they can eat prey that's bigger than their own heads. And they can still breathe when their mouths are full. And
it's really nice to find a friend who is interested in the same things as I am. I'm going to try to ask some questions and listen to him, even though I probably already know the answers. I'll look the other way when he's talking so I can concentrate and remember what he has to say.
Stopped a bully, made the playground a peaceful place, gained a friend, and a new member into the mighty league, who likes crime fighting, capes, and karate too. Oh, J-Man, you've done it again.
I overcame my fears today. I think I'm standing a little taller, and even though it doesn't look like it from the outside, I am really, really happy.